Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if you're new. I'm Channie, and today we're watching The Real Reason Why You Have Allergies by Kurzgesagt in a nutshell. Live on twitch.tv/chansonia. Do join us next time if you feel like it. And yeah, do let me know down in the comments if you have any allergies. I don't think I have any. At least nothing severe that I know of.
An allergy is like finding a spider in your bedroom and
Spiders
exploding a nuclear
again!
bomb. Sure,
No.
spiders are upsetting and now dead, but so are all of your neighbors and dog. You can be allergic to an incredibly diverse and weird amount of stuff. Pollen, dust, insect stings, animal...
Oh wait, yeah, I'm kind of allergic to pollen, I guess. But I don't know, it's not like consistent. It has happened twice recently. No, not the country, Poland, like the thing in the air. Like I never had that before. Growing up, I never had that. I only like got it the recent 2 years. I also might be allergic to cats, but it's not confirmed. Or cats and dogs. I guess I don't know. Like I can't tell because like it happened when I was in an environment where there was both a cat and a dog. So I can't tell which one it is. Maybe both. I don't know. So I guess I do kind of am maybe allergic, but it's just like sneezing. That's about it. So that's why I don't take it seriously. Get an allergy test. I'm scared. Have you guys seen when people like do the like, patches or dots on their like arm? And then like this girl got one and then like her whole body and face like started swelling up. Like she was allergic to everything they put on that thing. I'm scared. What if that happens? I like living life on the edge, okay? If I end up having a severe allergy towards something, I'll just find out the hard way and then stop it there. I don't wanna live in fear. I don't wanna live in fear. I've had an allergic test. It's not too bad. I have a lot of allergies. You do? What's your like most what's the one you have that you're like, damn, I wish I didn't have this, like that's preventing you from eating something you like or something like that? They often do it on the back. The picture I seen it was on the arm, but I guess like I've seen also on the shoulder, but that specific example was the girl on her arm. She eat mushrooms and swell up, that's a problem. I'm fine. I eat mushrooms. Never really had that issue of swelling up. I don't think I ever really swelled up over anything. That's why I didn't take my pollen and my cat/dog allergy seriously, because it's just sneezing. So I'm like, it's just a sneeze. I'm still getting a cat though. I don't care. Even if I turn out to be allergic, I'm getting a cat. I don't care. The allergy that is the most annoying is also my most severe. I'm allergic to peanuts. Oh my god, yo. I heard people with peanut allergies, like, it's GG's for them. Like, it's really hard. I feel like a lot of places don't take it so seriously, and then they risk a lot of their customers, visitors, I hope people take it more seriously because it's, from the things I've seen, it's really bad. Like it can get really bad. Protein reaction of 8 or more is considered a reaction. Last time I was tested, it was 192, and the time before it was 2K. Bro, like do you have to double check everything, right? Like to make sure that it doesn't have peanuts, right? That's crazy. I had one severe allergic reaction to something once, didn't know what happened or why it happened, but my face was swollen up, both hands and rashes, and were red. Almost looked like I was developing hives. Oh my goodness. I keep an EpiPen on me at all times unless I'm at work. We have a lot of these at work. Last time I was exposed to it, it was a trace amount and I was hospitalized for a week. Yo, Rinsler, bro, stay safe. Cause like everything has peanut traces. I remember when I was working, because I worked in like restaurant branch, and they always tell us you're not allowed to tell the customers that it's peanut free because there could be traces. So you have to always tell them there's traces. That's why I cook. I mean, I understand, bro. I would too. I would too if it was that serious, bro. Reaction of 2K and 192. Like that's insane. That's insane. Please stay safe. Everyone in the comments as well on YouTube. If you have an allergy, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you ask questions when you're outside if it's something that you consume. And make sure to double check, because sometimes these people, they don't have a care in the world and they don't care about others. So just be careful, double check everything, and stay safe. That's That's the important part. Stay safe. Keep the EpiPen on you.
Normal hair, any kind of food, latex, and even your own sweat. One of
Wait,
the
people can be
wildest
allergic
things
to their
about
own sweat? Wait, their own sweat? Like, I feel like if you're allergic to someone else's sweat, I guess, because it's someone else, but like, but again, there's like, your body attacks itself, so obviously you can also be allergic to yourself. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, the body is insane. Human body,
allergies
wow.
is how fast they are,
Oh
breaking
my
out suddenly
god.
and violently. And you can develop new allergies. One moment you're enjoying a shellfish you ate thousands of times before.
Yeah, that's the thing with me and the pollen allergy. I never had it before, like, ever. And then suddenly, like, 2 years ago, I started, like, getting it. But last year, I didn't get it. The year before, and the year before, I did get. So I'm like,
And the next moment,
oh
you wake
my
up in an ambulance.
goodness.
A shrimp can kill
And the
you.
first,
How bizarre. But
the
like,
nurse is
what are
eating shrimp
allergies?
next to you.
Why do our
What?
bodies flip the table on harmless stuff? There's a wild and interesting idea we want to share with you. Humans might have created allergies by accident by getting rid of worms. This is very upsetting and interesting. For your ancestors, being infected by worms was a reality of life. We won't get into the disgusting details, but in a world where drinking water and our poo were close buddies, some species of worms found just the perfect cycle of life.
Oh.
They enter your bodies with the water and make themselves at home, sometimes for decades, and then release their eggs or larvae with your poo, which used to go back to the water we drank.
Ew.
So, until recently, in evolutionary terms, our ancestors had to deal with frequent or permanent worm infections. This caused all kinds of unpleasant health effects. Our immune systems had to find weapons to get rid of them. But how do you do that? From the perspective
Oh
of a
my.
cell, worms are city-scale kaijus, reaching beyond the horizon. Worse, instead of skin, parasitic worms have an elastic protective layer that withstands even stomach acid.
Oh my
You
god.
really need to pack some punch to cause damage. It takes an army to kill a worm. We're simplifying, but basically when a worm enters your body for the first time, intelligence cells notice their presence. They move to your lymph nodes and activate specialized antibody factories called B cells. We
The B
explain them in
cells.
detail in this video. These B cells are told that they need to fight parasites and start producing a special class of weapons, IgE antibodies. Tiny protein
IgE.
traps with two
I
pinches
remember that.
connect to worms like magnets to metal. IgE floods your entire body and basically begin arming a nuclear bomb, an army of really scary cells called mast cells. Mast cells are huge, bloated fellows filled to the brink with histamine and other nasty chemicals. They pick up the IgE floating around and cover themselves with them like angry hedgehog grenades without their safety pins. And then they just lie and wait, angrily. So
like a
now
ticking
you
bomb.
have millions of bombs in your skin, lungs or gut.
Oh,
Until
God.
the day the mast cells meet a worm trying to enter your body. There's not much time to get rid of it, so things escalate rapidly. The mast
goodness.
cells with their IgE spikes grab onto the worm particles and
I know this is like off topic, but like it reminded me of Dune and the sandworms. When they were like jumping to ride on the sandworm. That scene, I don't know.
kind of explode. They release all of their dangerous chemicals all at once. A few things now happen in rapid succession. First, some of the mast cell chemicals wound the worms, ripping wounds into them and making them really unhappy. Then emergency chemicals like histamine cause massive and rapid inflammation, ordering your
Histaminal.
blood vessels to flood the battlefield with water to flush
Oh.
the worms out. They also order your cells that make mucus to go into overdrive and cover the worms in sticky
Yo,
slime.
they're going.
Other
Yo, the
chemicals
attack,
are
the
like air raid
tactics.
sirens, screaming
They're
loudly
going
throughout your body
crazy.
for anti-parasite soldiers, eosinophils. First thousands, then hundreds of thousands hear the alarm and leave your blood vessels to where the mast cells are causing inflammation. Not only do they make the inflammation worse, they carry extremely toxic chemicals that they vomit at the worm, ripping open its defensive layers and causing horrible injuries. Sometimes
Yo, this is
will
a-
straight up kill the parasite. Lastly, the anti-worm coordination cell arrives, the basophil. It makes sure that
Oh, by the way, behind me it said it can kill it if it's still in the larve stage. So, yeah, I was just covering it with my model.
the immune system doesn't slow down, but keeps attacking with violence. It keeps the inflammation going
Tatakai.
and alerts more and
Okay,
more
Aaron.
attack cells to the site of battle. Zooming out, we see that the chemicals from your anti-parasite forces make your smooth muscles contract rapidly, pushing everything that's inside outside. In your intestines, combined with all the water, you notice this as diarrhea, as your body tries to expel the stressed parasite. In your respiratory tract, loads of mucus and water flood outside, trying to take the worm with them.
Ew.
If this happens under your
Ew.
skin, your tissue is red, hot and itchy, as your immune system is trying to commit murder. It takes a fierce army to kill a worm, and your anti-parasite forces have the license to act rapidly and with intense violence.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
this is
woke up
nice
shows
and all,
of
but what does all
violence
this
to
have
the
to do
highest,
with
of the
killer
highest
shrimps?
degree.
What is an allergy? Parasitic worms don't love being ripped apart by millions of bombs. And as all
It looks so cute. I hate that they made it so cute. Oh, look at the baby. The baby. It really said, my friend is gone. My friend. Oh, the poor baby.
living things do, they adapted to the deadly attacks on them. In a nutshell, worms release a plethora of chemicals to manipulate your immune system. They make it weaker and much less angry, like immune system weed.
It's not
Which is
cute to
pretty bad for
have,
your
but
survival,
it's
because you
animated
have to
and drawn
fight off
cutely.
all sorts of intruders every day. Our ancestors were basically unable to prevent regular worm infections. So, as the worms adapted to us, our bodies had to adapt to them. To balance out any weakening worm chemicals, one adaptation might have been to make our immune system more aggressive so it could still defend against other invaders. And then a hot second ago, in evolutionary terms, everything changed. We suddenly invented soap and hygiene, but most importantly, the separation of poop and drinking water. This destroyed the life cycles of parasitic worms, and the ones that remained were eradicated by modern medicine. Worms still infect up to 2 billion people, mostly in underdeveloped rural regions or slums with unsanitary conditions and dirty water. The people who escaped these conditions now face an interesting problem. An immune system without a major enemy that had kept it down for millions of years. It could very well be that our immune system still operates assuming that worms are making it weaker, and that it has to be overly aggressive because of that. And while IgE mast cells basically...
So they're kind of saying that the immune system has awful vision and might need glasses now. Noted.
And eosinophils also have other jobs. A major reason for their existence has now gone away. But they kind of act as if worms are around, only that they now attack other dangerous foes like shrimps. This is exactly what happens when you have an allergic reaction to a shrimp. Your immune system picks up shrimp proteins and produces IgE antibodies against shrimps. The antibodies then arm mast cells, turning them into bombs. So you have millions of bombs in your skin, your lungs, or your gut, with a license to choose violence even when provoked a little bit. Until one day you eat another shrimp. Your anti-parasite forces flip on like a switch. Only there is no kaiju to attack. This is what you experience when you have an allergic reaction. Extremely powerful weapons now target your own body. Under your skin, your blood vessels suddenly turn leaky. Fluid streams into your tissue, your skin swells up and turns red, often in itchy hives. You immediately feel hot and unwell. In your digestive system, the mast cells can cause nausea, cramps and sharp pain as water floods into your intestines and triggers intense diarrhea and vomiting. Your respiratory tract swells up, making breathing hard. Way more dangerously, histamine and other chemicals can cause the smooth muscles in your lungs to tense up. In the best case, you get a stuffy nose. In the worst case, you're suddenly fighting for your life. Mast cells all over your body unload their bombs all at once, causing an anaphylactic shock. Your blood loses so much water that your blood pressure drops to dangerous levels. This alone is life-threatening. In combination with the things going on in your lungs, anaphylaxis is a life or death emergency, often with just a small time window to do anything about it. Allergic reactions truly are no joke. Even the deadliest diseases like Ebola need days to kill you, but your immune system can kill you within a few minutes. And this is why a shrimp can kill you, because on a fundamental level, an ingenious defense system, vital for our species' survival for millions of years, is fighting imaginary kaijus. Yet we still don't know why some people produce a lot of IgE antibodies against certain substances and others don't. We don't know why some adults develop new allergies later in life or why some allergies disappear over time. And we're not sure if the lack of worms is the main culprit, only that the cells that evolved to fight them are responsible for the symptoms of allergies.
Boom.
There are other ideas, like less diverse microbiomes or increased pollution. Maybe it's just a combination of all of them. But what we clearly see is that allergies and their more serious cousin autoimmune diseases have been rising massively in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Wherever humans moved into more sanitary conditions and got rid of some of the horrible parasites hunting us. Hopefully we'll figure it out and prevent allergies forever, because one thing's for sure, we don't want to get worms back. That would really be like
we
finding a
don't wanna do
spider
that.
and exploding a nuclear bomb.
Let's keep that away. Are they gonna talk about
GiveWell wants as many donors as
EpiPens?
possible to make informed decisions about high-impact giving.
Maybe not.
They have now spent 17 years researching philanthropic opportunities.
Get that back. Get that back. Okay, let's finish with this part. So cute. Happy holidays, YouTube. Crepes. Happy holidays. See you in that year. Good video, good video. A lot of these terms and things were familiar to me. I forgot like the order of some things, but like there were some familiar aspects of it. So I really enjoyed refreshing up my memory. As usual, another banger from Kurzgesagt. For everyone who has an allergy, please stay safe. Please stay equipped with your EpiPen if you need it, if you have one. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, YouTube!